Hi, this is Rima Beerfast, Chief Solution Specialist at Lev Promotions. And what I'm doing today is testing out how long this particular thermal tumbler is going to keep the ice cold. It is a vacuum sealed tumbler, so it is a little bit more expensive, a little bit higher end than your typical tumbler, and what we're going to do is compare it against ice in a regular glass. This is actually a tumbler that I use for hot or cold beverages, and this particular tumbler is also good for hot or cold beverages. So today we're going to test it on cold. We're going to put 4 ice cubes into each one and then pour some water in so that we can test how long the ice cubes are still ice cubes in each one. So we're going to start now by adding ice cubes. First of all, as you can see, each one of our tumblers and glasses are completely empty. I happen to know that the one that I'm testing holds 4 ice cubes, so we're going to put the same number of ice cubes in each one. And our last one. So that's 4 ice cubes in each one. And now we're going to pour water into each one. And let's start with this one. I've got 8 ounces in that measuring cup, which I think will all fit. And yes, it does. So that's the first one. And we are going to screw that cap on. And now we're going to do 8 ounces of water again. So I'm going to pour this into my smaller measuring cup. Measure out 8 ounces. That leaves 8 ounces in the big measuring cup. And that goes. This is a push down lid. So that's on, you can see. And finally, our glass gets its fair share of 8 ounces. And we are going to turn, so you can see our timer is set at 0. We are going to come in. So we're back, and as you can see by the timer, it's about 45 minutes later, and let's see how each one of our containers is faring. So, not holding up so well. It's 3 and a little bit left of 1. We're going to check the tumbler I use. And let's see what we have. So we still have a good portion of those 4 ice cubes left in there. Okay. And now we're going to check my vacuum tumbler. And those are the 4 ice cubes, a little bit larger than the ones from the Mickey Mouse one. Put that top back on, and we will let them go for a while longer and check on them. Okay, so we're back. You can see it's been a little over an hour. And all gone. So now we're going to check the Mickey Mouse tumbler. There we go. You can see there's still 4 ice cubes in there, but we'll go ahead and pour that out. So you can see they're definitely smaller than they were. Probably down to about, I don't know, third of the size into the Mickey Mouse tumbler. And that is a stainless steel double wall tumbler. You know it's double walled because there's no condensation on the outside. You can see inside, still pretty decent size ice cubes, but let's just double check. Well, they're definitely smaller than when they started, probably maybe about half. So we're going to put going on. So we're back, and as you remember from last time, the ice in the glass had all melted, so we're down to just the Mickey tumbler and our test subject tumbler. We are now at 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Now I've loosened the tops to make this a little easier. And looks like we're all out of ice, but let's just double check that. Yep, Mickey tumbler, all out of ice. Put that aside, and let's see what's going on in our test subject. And we still have ice cubes. So we still have 4 ice cubes. 3 are pretty good size still. One's a little small. Let's pour that in. Yeah, they're definitely losing volume. They're down to about 1/3 of what they originally were. But again, we're at a little over 2.5 hours since we started, and we still have ice. So we are down to 1 tumbler. And let's see, we're at 3 hours and 22 minutes. And let's see if we still have any ice left. And look at that. We still have 4 ice cubes in there. Now reading 5 hours and 11 minutes. And as you can see, there's still just a little bit of ice left. We're going to go ahead and pour it into the measuring cup so it's a little easier to see. And we've still got 3 little tiny ice cubes floating around in there. No condensation on the outside, as you can see. It's all very dry. And just so you can see how this works, we're going to screw that on. And you can see that's a vacuum. It doesn't leak. Still filled with water, no leakage. You press the button, which releases the spout and the vacuum, and we'll pour it out. And I think we'll go ahead and call it quits at 5 hours and 12 minutes. Also, just note, although we can do a simple 1-color imprint, this particular piece can not only be customized with a full color imprint in one location, but we can do a complete wrap in beautiful full photographic color. And this little strip at the top, that rubber strip at the top, can be made to match, I think there's like 24 colors that it comes in. So we can match your logo color, we can match your imprint color, whatever it is that you need. So, clear winner, our vacuum tumbler.